played this before. Playing the original. I wanted to see all the pixels and hear the MIDI music. Oh yeah, long time ago. I like those little 1-pixel stars. I don't want to see round dot stars. Dark forces. Can I lower the volume of this thing? Yeah. The new order of the Empire stretches its evil clutches across the galaxy, consuming planets with devastating results. Through many struggles, the Rebel Alliance has learned of a new Imperial battle station, the Death Star, with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Unable to acquire the plans to the deadly space station, the Rebels have employed the skills of Kyle Katarn. Known to most as a mercenary for hire, Katarn is a rogue figure who has a partial alliance with the Rebels. A partial alliance? What's that? Armed only with a blaster pistol and an intimate knowledge of Imperial methods, Katarn prepares to infiltrate the Imperial base in which the plans are kept. They actually preloaded this way back in the day. They had Katarn introduced into the lore. I think they made some comic books and some novels. I was trying to get my hands on one of the comic books. The story is that Kyle Katarn was an Imperial soldier and he turned mercenary. And that's why he's good at infiltrating Imperial bases. He wasn't Imperial. What planet is this? There's one. Oh, get ready. The music here is so good. I love this theme. Lead artist Justin Chin. That guy basically came up with all this stuff. Kyle Katarn, Briar Pistol, the Dark Troopers. Dark Forces team, special thanks to Justin Chin. See, when they originally were developing this game, it was going to be about Luke Skywalker. I'm going to see if I can get someone to help confirm that the audio is good on this. Have a perfect system worked out. This is the first time I've done this streaming a game in a while. So I'm just watching the credits here while I make sure everything's set up right. But yeah, that guy Justin Chin came up with all this stuff, and now Disney has incorporated some of it into. Look how few developers there were compared to today. Crediting just like people who made the package and cover and stuff. But yeah, Disney has taken Dark Troopers and Briar Pistols and made them canon, but they didn't bring in Kyle Katarn. I mean, made them Disney canon. Disney canon is not real canon. Everybody knows that. This game is canon. You're gonna experience the true canon. You don't need to watch Star Wars, what's the one where they steal plans? Rogue One? I haven't watched it. The only Disney movie I've watched was Force Awakens. But I'm just going to assume that the stream sounds good because I'm not really... Hey look, Motivated Guru Tim Schafer. There's Tim. He worked on a lot of LucasArts adventure games, I think. LucasArts was a really good company. It's absolutely tragic that, even though they weren't as good as they used to be, it's still tragic that Disney gave them the axe. And that's why we don't have any Star Wars games anymore. Okay, I think that's it for this part. Okay, I started a game earlier, but I'm not going to continue it. I hadn't really done anything. I was just testing that the game worked. All I did was shoot a few troopers and quit. Is there anyone in the chat? I haven't been looking. Well, I'm just going to dive in and assume everything's working. Hey, Orion Talon, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, here we go. Confidential message from Senator Mon Mothma. The rebellion is counting on the completion of this mission, Commander Katarn. I hope... Oh, wait, I gotta read it in a British accent. She has like a British accent. Confidential message from Senator Mon Mothma. I'm no good at that. The rebellion is counting on the completion of this mission, Commander Katarn. I hope success is on your side. Is there more? Background. The Death Star plans are locked away in an Imperial secret base on the planet Danuta, where they await transport to Lord Vader. Very little is known about the layout of the base itself, so I'm afraid you'll have to act as your own reconnaissance. Once you have the plans, get out immediately. Operation Skyhook will deliver the plans to Princess Leia on the consular ship Tantive 4. That's the blockade runner from the beginning of A New Hope, of course. Audio for the game is lower. Okay, I'll twiddle with that right now. Let's see. Lowering desktop audio. I'll bump mine up a little bit. Maybe I'm just not speaking loud enough, not projecting enough here. Okay. Checking to make sure the stream is still working. Yeah, good. Once you have the plans, get out immediately. Operation Skyhook will deliver the plans to Princess Leia on the consular ship Tantive 4. She will then continue the mission. Find and retrieve the Death Star plans. Return to your ship on the roof of the base. Okay, we're going in hard mode. There's the Briar pistol. I jumped down here and killed one guy last time, so I know there's a guy that's ready to... Okay, that's my only cheat. That's my the only thing I know ahead of time. Is that one guy is ready to ambush you.
You there, stop where you are.
I guess dancing around is a good method for dodging their shots. That MIDI music is probably harsh no matter what you set the volume to. Whoa, what's that? Who's shooting? Where's it coming from? No headshots in this game. That MIDI music is probably pretty harsh. Okay, these are the shield packs. They're supposed to be these little belts. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that pixelated gun. I thought about playing the remaster, but it just looked too smooth and slick. Maybe I'll go into the game options. Is there any game options about sound? I'm playing in the Force engine, which is a fan-made engine to play this game. Let's see. I'm going to lower the music. Is that any better? Get some shields back up. Okay, is this a thermal detonator or is it just a punch? Yeah, a punch. Alright, I'm gonna check with my chat and see if my audio sounds good. Not getting much response. I have a walkthrough pulled up over here in case I get lost, but I'm not going to consult it until I do. This was one of the first first-person shooter games to have looking up and down in it. Did you know that? And jumping and swinging. Because like this was a couple of years after Wolfenstein 3D and Doom, and they're sort of like fake 3D. That's why they run so good on so many different devices. You know, that whole meme about you can run Doom on anything. This mouse is really sensitive. Can I shoot those alarms? Ah, I can't. I better not waste my ammo though. I know there's a little secret here. What's that orange thing? I hope that's not a bomb that'll blow me up. Wow, so shift does make you run faster. It makes you run like crazy. Is that a rock? That's a weird detail. The Stormtrooper rifle is still wildly inaccurate, just like in the other games. Let's see if I can get back to that secret area and make that jump this time. It is a door. I wasn't sure. Look at that little sprite. Take me back up. The incessant MIDI music might get a little... Let's turn it down a little more. I've played every game in this series except this one. Okay, but where's the front entrance to that tunnel? I wanted to go back and try to make the jump. Maybe if I go all the way around the base.
You there, stop.
I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Tell me you drop somebody. Maybe I'll use the Briar. More accurate, less ammo wasting. Okay. I'm gonna have to conserve resources. Unfortunately, no headshots, I don't think, so I can't try to conserve ammo by being accurate, but I haven't checked that. I'm just assuming no headshots. Okay, we're back in the base. I went in a circle. Is this a door? It is. Let's see what's up here. I used to play Jedi Knight to death. Oh, nice, a mouse droid. Will you lead me somewhere? I think in Jedi Knight, if you shoot the mouse droid, it drops an energy cell. But in case my sister's watching, I'm not going to do that because she loves mouse droids. She'd be mad at me. Some doors. Yeah, I was looking at the remaster and I kind of well, if I'm gonna play an old game, I might as well play it with the big pixels and the MIDI music. It almost feels like why bother remastering if you're still gonna keep the sprite enemies and the primitive level design? Then you you might as well get the full old experience, or else. Is this the Death Star planes? I bet this effect with the pixel Death Star was very cool back in the day. But yeah, if you're gonna remaster the game, you might as well remake it from the ground up. I'm not trying to knock the people who did the remaster. Very pretty good. It just looked a little too slick to me. The new cutscenes. Alright, I'm probably wasting too much ammo here. I've got 50 shots. But the Briar just shoots so slow. Something in there probably. Maybe surprised it was a turret or something.
This is too easy. Now to get to my ship.
Kyle has now acquired the Death Star planes. Yeah, when they originally were developing this game, LucasArts was going to make it about Luke Skywalker. But then Justin Chin had the idea of, hey, let's make it an original story. That was a novel idea. I don't think they'd ever done a game with an original story in the Star Wars universe before this. Well, I don't know. They did the Rebel Assault games. I guess those were before this. Is there a map? I kind of want to go back outside. I feel like I must have missed something. How do we get back to Kyle's ship? This was that little room. The run is like rocket ship fast. Is this that secret area? Okay, here it is. Let's try to make that jump again. I want to see what that orange thing is. The run is too fast. I can't control it. It's hard to find your way around in here. There's a flashlight button. What is that? Do we have controls? Input. And PDA toggle, night vision, cleats, gas mask, headlamp, F5, 6. Oh, there is a map. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's got the one thing that's lost in modern games is having a UI that looks in-universe. Head wave. What does that mean? Okay, there's the HUD. You can put your gun away. My flashlight doesn't seem to be working right now. Unless I'm just doing something wrong. Try this one more time. We're not going to sprint this time. Nope. Try it again. I'm very good. Very good at video games. Revive. Nice. Extra life, I guess. Hey, the music changed. So it can change. It's not just the same thing over and over and over and over. Okay, how do we get back to my ship? I don't guess I can just go back in here where I came from. Oh, cool. Interesting. Okay, this is it. Get rid of it. We're up on top of the basement. I bet there's to do more jumping. This game actually, it had more platforming than you saw in most shooter-type games at this time. Traversal and... well, that's what made it different. Am I supposed to jump over there? Ah. One day I'll get used to the speed. Kyle Katarn runs fast. Kyle Katarn is good at everything. He's athletic. He's force sensitive. He's a pilot. He's a technician. He knows the Imperial bases inside and out. Okay, I'm gonna have to sprint to make that jump, assuming I am supposed to make that jump. But the sprint is so rocket fast. It's hyperspace. You know, I never played this before, and I didn't know that it was this three-dimensional. I always assumed it was more Doom, like very flat. Well, I never played Doom either. I'm thinking Wolf 3D. That's the one I played. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a secret. Thanks for telling me. Too bad I'm already at full shields. But I'll take the ammo. Yeah, it's true. Most shooters back then didn't have a jump. They didn't have swim, look up and down. I'm trying to practice my jumping, get better at it. Where am I supposed to go from here? All I know is get back to my ship. I probably am taking kind of a detour. I probably should go back down to where I found the lands. There might be a way to proceed from there. Already, I'm getting half lost. I knew this would happen. I tried playing Jedi Outcast a while back, and I got lost a lot. Okay, I found the plans here. And then I went in here. Did I go in this? I don't think so. Is this a different one? Oh yeah. There's a lot of stormtroopers. Okay, if I get hurt, I can go back and get some of those shields. This is the landing pad, I think. Jan, come in. Oh yeah. Here she comes. Good old Moldy Crow. I never liked the one in Jedi Outcast as much. The Raven's Claw or something. I prefer the Moldy Crow. Okay, Jan, get me out of here. Any day now. Am I supposed to do something else? Mission objectives complete. Okay, good. Press escape key to end mission.
Kyle delivers the plans to the Rebel Alliance. Soon afterwards, the Death Star is destroyed. But even as the Alliance celebrates this victory, another sinister plot is set in motion that will become an even greater concern for the Rebellion.
Great voice. Whoa, SSD. That's the Executor.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Mock.
Thank you, Lord Vader. What I unveil
Check out this
today
guy.
will mark a new era for the Empire.
See, he looks a little cartoony, but he looks
We will
even
be
worse
able
in the
to
remaster.
decimate
It's
the
like
rebels
really
just as we did
cartoony.
the Jedi Knights. At last, the Emperor's war will be filled only with the glory and beauty of decisive victory.
A noble cause, General. I hope the demonstration lives up to your claims. Proceed.
With pleasure.
He can barely fit in this
Trooper
uniform.
release.
That looks like the moon dagger from Terminal Velocity. Here's the Dark Troopers. dropping them in on some ODST pods. That's awesome. Am I gonna fight Dark Troopers already? They're probably pulling some crazy G's that humans couldn't survive. But droids can. They've never had a droid army before. Except however many years ago that happened.
Very impressive, General. The Emperor will be most pleased. Continue with your project.
Certainly, Lord Vader.
Here's the rebels. Jan.
Thank you, Commander, for responding at such short notice. The Empire has been keeping us on the run since the destruction of the Death Star. 5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
On what planet?
This is TAC base to anybody out there. Please, we're under Imperial attack.
Maybe I missed it.
Total devastation. They broke through our shields.
TAC base was destroyed within
Qatar.
minutes. Many
like, all
innocent
bunched
people
up
in the
there.
surrounding city, as well as the rebel staff, were killed. Intelligence thinks that this may be an act of retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star.
Interesting. This looks like it could be a normal Imperial attack, except for those sounds.
Very perceptive, Commander. I know you understand that all we discuss here is classified. This Imperial officer, Crix Medine, wishes to defect to the Alliance. He has supplied us with information on the development of a new Imperial
It's General
weapon.
Medine.
Those sounds you heard, we believe, come from that weapon. A new type of stormtrooper, the Dark Trooper.
A new stormtrooper that can take out a rebel base that quickly? I should have kept working for the Empire.
The Rebel Command is not taking this lightly. They have authorized me to hire you to find out if there is a threat, and
That's
if
a
there
bold
is,
thing to say.
to shut it down.
Not awful.
That is, if you are still on our side.
This could be interesting. Alright, I'm in. But I think I'll need some help in this one. I want Jan Ors as my mission officer.
Oh, Jan wasn't flying the Moldy Crow before then.
Certainly.
Wonder who it was.
Then I will let Jan brief you further on your mission objectives. Thank you,
So
Commander.
Kyle also
And may the
gets
Force be
General
with you.
Crix Medine. Helps bring him over, maybe? We'll see what the objectives are. There's Jan. Mission 2. Talay Tak Base. After the massacre. It's good to see you, Kyle. Good job on Operation Skyhook. The rebels were very impressed. Now it's back to mission hopping, just like the old days. Rebel Command has made a brief reconnaissance of the area and is swarming with Imperial activity. The power is still down in the city, so some of the systems are going to be down as well. You'll need to find the main hydroelectric power generator and get it back online. The Empire usually gets sloppy after a major offensive, so we may be able to find evidence or leads about this new Dark Trooper we've been hearing about through Crix Medine. His contacts inside the Empire will help us follow up on anything you may pick up. Good hunting, Kyle. Objectives: find and restart the hydroelectric power generator, find some clues to the Dark Trooper. Return to the landing area. Easy peasy.
There he is, stop it!
Drop me in hot, why don't you, Jim? Drop me into a hot LZ. Can I shoot him? Where are you guys going? Just walk away from me then, huh? Okay, I'll just find a way up there. It's supposed to be night, that's why it's such bright flashes from the gun. Whoa, charred corpses. It's Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. They're having a bad time. Let's clear the area. Imperial officers are weaker than stormtroopers, but those Death Star troopers in the black officer uniforms and helmet. Those guys are tougher than stormtroopers. At least in the Jedi Knight. I'm thinking hard might be fairly easy with a mouse and keyboard, because back when this game came out, you know, people didn't play with mouse and keyboard, they just played with the keyboard. The whole innovation of using the mouse to look around and the keyboard to move was, I mean, that came around when I was gaming, because I remember people saying, listen, you need to go into the settings of Jedi Knight, the sequel to this game, and set up mouse look. And I was like, mouse look? What? You mean don't just use the keyboard? So that was kind of an innovation. Taking some hits here. Let's snipe. Whoa, that's a lot of troopers. Keep walking away from me. Okay, let's just blast. See that guy right there, the Death Star trooper, he's tough. If you look at this game and think it's so primitive, you have to remember that when this came out, this was like so cool that you could go into the universe of Star Wars, immersive, first person, and experience it like this. I think there was actually an earlier Star Wars game that was sort of first person, but it wasn't a first person shooter in the modern sense. I can't get this door open, okay. Oh, destructible environments. Man, this game, this Stormtrooper rifle is so inaccurate. I feel like there's some auto aim. Let's get over there where I can hit at something. That's how troopers fall back. I'll lose my shields. The responsiveness of mouse and keyboard has given me a real advantage over how it would have been played back in the day with just the keyboard. Using like page up and page down to look up and down. That's how it was by default in Jedi Knight, so I'm assuming it's probably like that in this too. Officers are like a one-shot kill. You'd think they would put some armor on. Darth Vader doesn't allow them to wear armor. He wants to be able to choke them really easy. Are those troopers in there? I can't even see in there. Does my light work yet? Okay, we're going in.
You're not authorized in this area.
There are people in there. Does my night vision work? Head wave. What's that mean? Should've looked at that.
Blasters on full.
I don't know how to turn on my lamp. Someone tell me. Let's see if I can get back to a safe spot and figure out how to turn on my headlamp. Configuration. Input. Headlamp says F5. Wouldn't that be the flashlight? I assume. PDA toggle. Night vision is F2. We'll try that. I guess I don't have a headlamp or night vision. I don't know how I'm supposed to see in that dark room. Let's check these bunkers. See if there's any good stuff. Got some shields. Through the streets. That guy was null and void. He was just staring at me. I feel like I'm a little... Well, I got a lot of ammo, actually. I'm in max, aren't I? I guess I don't really worry about it too much. In fact, I'm gonna save the shield. I heard a door. What was that? Somebody out there. Did my stream cut out? Let's check. Nope, stream's still going. If anyone's chatting and I don't see it, it might be because my chat was not refreshing. You'll have to send your message again. I don't know if Night Stalker's still there. Oh gosh, a swim. Time for a little swim. Can I dive? No. Stormtrooper. Snipe him with the Briar. Is there a way up out of this? This looks like something that I'll have to lower with a control panel, probably. Like a block. Check out the skybox, would you? It's so immersive. Look at those stars. Is this even called a skybox back then? I don't think it is. It's round for one thing. It's a sky cylinder. I love skyboxes. Skyboxes are sort of like matte paintings in old movies. It's a lost art. Okay. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna go back to that dark room that I couldn't see in. See if we can clear it out. This is scary. I can't see a freaking thing. Just have to keep blasting. Use the gun to see. Stormtroopers walking by me. Null and void too. They can't see out of those helmets, you know. Okay, are these power cells for like the bedroom? Maybe they can't see in the dark. Okay, I gotta figure out why I can't turn on my headlamp. If anyone knows, please tell me. Okay, there's someone walking over there. I think they can't see in the dark either. Maybe this is in my advantage. Is this a bar? Is this like a... bar? Can I get a drink? I've been considering picking this game up. Are you considering picking up the original or the remaster? This is the original. The remaster, the original is usually really cheap. I'm playing the GOG version from GOG.com. It's on Steam too. I don't think that they took it off of the storefronts when they made the remaster. The Star Wars Boomer Shooter. Okay, we got this thing going now. Is there a walk toggle? I'm afraid I'm gonna fall off of this. Oh, night vision. Now we can see. Let's go back in there and see if I missed anything. Can I get back in? Oh, the lights are on. Oh, that was the hydroelectric power. Oh, I'm so stupid. That was the dam in the mission objectives. What is this? Is this some kind of bar? This was a dance stage, and this was a Twi'lek dancer. They fried her. Poor Twi'lek. I would have saved her if I could. Love me Twi'lek dancers. They just fried fight everybody here. Why do they even have troops inhabiting the place? What are they guarding? Guess that's what I'm here to find out. Okay, I'm not sure where to go. In here, maybe? Always expect another enemy around the corner. What's this dude? Briar sniping. I think the character called Andor. There is some auto aim. Look at that. I guess they had to have some auto aim when you're using a keyboard to move and look around. The character called Andor in the new Disney stuff is the one that uses the Briar pistol. He's basically just Katarn. Why didn't they just call him Kyle Katarn? Although I think he gets killed off in Rogue One. And you can't kill Kyle Katarn. He's immortal. So he couldn't be him. Can I jump out of this? No. Okay, I gotta get over there. That's the water. It must be in here. Yeah, there we go.
You're in violation.
See, the officer's so weak. You should just call Vader and have him to choke you. Getting nervous there. I thought they trapped me in that little room.
Halt!
That would have been smart if they had control of this. I heard another trooper. Where is he? He must be in that hole. I should have given more forewarning about the stream, try to get more viewers, but honestly I wasn't sure I was going to do it or that I could get it to work. I'll definitely give more forewarning next time. The Briar is only useful because it is more accurate. It doesn't have that charge up that it gets in Jedi Outcast, though, where you can hold the right mouse button and charge up the power on the Briar. Let's get some strafing going here. I don't know why they never mentioned Kyle Katarn in the movies when he did all this stuff. Weird, isn't it? But now you get to learn the true canon. There's a story. It's not a story that the Disney would tell you. Anyone gonna go see Return of the Sith? Oh boy, that's a lot of bad guys. I mean, Revenge of the Sith in theaters? Putting it back in theaters or something? I should stream this on the day they show that in theaters for the people who don't get to go. Kyle Katarn just opens the door and wastes half the Imperial military. I'm just a guy in a leather jacket. They weren't expecting that. Yeah, it's true. The movies couldn't handle Kyle. I mean, like, how would they even do that? They don't have the technology. This is before Kyle had his beard. Weird to think of Kyle as not having a beard. Come on, walk back out here. Just assume every corner is full of people. Oh, is this a repeater?
Go ahead, Kyle.
Looks like I found something that can help us out.
Get back to the landing pad and I'll meet you there.
Oh, that's right. The repeater rifle is the Dark Trooper's gun. I can't seem to equip it yet. I think that was a repeater rifle from Jedi Knight. I think the Dark Troopers carry those. In Jedi Knight, you just see them lying around. So I'm just supposed to go back now, she said. Yep. Troopers found me. I think they would try something other than just throwing armies at me. Uh-oh, there goes behind me. I go back. I think you're cocky and punch one. I haven't punched one yet. Let's see what happens when I punch one. He just punches through the armor. That silly plastic. This is hard mode. I'm gonna get cocky now so that when I meet crate dragons and dark troopers, they'll flatten me. Teach me a lesson. Let's punch this one too. Yeah, that doesn't sound like armor, does it? How did I get up here again? Maybe I should take the water. I bet there's some secrets out there in the water that I haven't found. I haven't been finding any secret areas. Have I found even one in this map? These remind me of the walls in Cloud City in the movie. So white. I still wonder whether this game records headshots. I'm guessing it doesn't. I'm kind of aiming that direction anyway. I gotta get back across here. Back to the Moldy Crow. I saw that laser blast. You were right behind me and you still missed. He had the drop on me. I saw some reviews, contemporary reviews for this game that said it was too short. Interested to see how long it ends up being. The game got, I think if I remember right, it got middling scores on release. Even though it's a classic. They just keep spawning, don't they? Am I just supposed to run? I might even lose my shields. Let's just make a break for it. Am I going the right way?
Stop where you are.
Which way was it to the crow? Is this the landing pad? Yeah. Come on, Jan. Get me the heck out of here. Alright, I have to escape. Alright. That thing you found was a weapon of some sort, too large for a human being to use? Most likely a prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper. But it looks just like the repeater from Jedi Knight. I used a lot of those. Maybe it was a smaller version. The repeater was kind of like half this length. I found the symbol MR on the barrel, the signature of an infamous weapons specialist named Moff Rebus. A real character known for his paranoia and extreme loyalty to the Empire. He may be our next lead to the Dark Trooper. Is this guy? He looks like a gambler and a wife beater. Rebus has hidden himself somewhere deep within the sewage system under the city of Anoat. He has engineered an elaborate series of drainage gates and switches designed to thwart any intruder from discovering the route to his lab. First, activate these switches, and then your search for Rebus may begin. Beware, it is likely that Rebus has surrounded himself with guard droids, and the largely unexplored sewer maze may hold other dangers as well. Remember, we need both of you back alive. I'll have the decontamination shower warmed up and ready. Who's sending this? It's not Jan. She said both of you. I guess it's from Mon Mothma. Find the Imperial Weapons Engineer Moff Rebus. My reward is a shower with Jan. The Moldy Crow looks slightly different colored in every map, probably because these old games had a limited color palette, and each map had its own palette. They were like 16-bit. And so some of the textures, certain colors don't show up or get swapped for other colors depending on the palette. I know that I used to customize levels for Jedi Knight, which ran on basically this engine. This engine was called the Jedi Engine. They were all made in-house by LucasArts, and the updated engine for Jedi Knight was called the Sith Engine, I think. So this guy's guard droids are just probe droids and torture droids. Got it. When they explode after they die, will that hurt me? Probably not. I do there'd be another one. Probe droids like to lurk around corners. Can I blast through this wall? I would try cutting through it with my lightsaber, but I don't get that in this game. I have to wait for the second game. Do I have thermal detonators? Is this thermal detonator? Or is this the punch? That's the punch. I don't seem to have thermal detonators yet. Keep switching me back to a punch with certain numbers. Oop. I think that explosion does hurt me when they die. Seems like it. Check the corners. Don't stick me with your needle. Pressure valves. Is this pressure gauge something I can interact with? It's going to open different doors. Oh, I don't want to swim in that. You just know there's one of those tentacle guys in there that grabbed Luke and Han. Would you want to swim in something with this texture? It looks almost like little eyeballs. Let's look at this. Yeah, where's it coming from? Kyle's okay. He's been in worse situations than this. Whoop. Something was grabbing me there. I knew it. I knew it was going to have a tentacle down here. What did I say? I missed that jump. That was a secret area. I know. I saw that. Maybe I can get back up to it. He's also got those little training droids Luke used in here. This guy has a weird idea of guard droids. This right here must be a battery for the night vision. the green dots on the right side are the batteries for the night vision. I'm getting careless here. My shields are getting low. I need to be careful. Where am I supposed to go? Let's try going down. That's why they gave me the battery. Okay. Come on, buddy. Show me that smiling face. Batteries are going down. I gotta find a way out of this. Is this a door? Yep, the obligatory sewer level. Every game has one. Maybe there's something behind the waterfall. Nope. Disappointing. There's always supposed to be something behind the waterfall. I am getting lost in here. I'm a very good navigator. If my batteries run out, I'm cooked. Can I get in here? Oh, those are the little buggers. Can I get a battery? No. Turn this thing off. Don't you shoot my ship? Why am I back out here? These guys respawn? That explosion definitely hurts me. And I'm actually not doing so hot right now. You know, I should be saving. I think, is there a save? No? No save? I need to find some. Oh no, I'm out of ammo too? Oh, I do have a thermal detonator now. Okay, this isn't going very well. This mission might have to restart. Oh, I'm gonna knock him in the air. Okay, I'm gonna be more conservative with my ammo now. Did he drop any? Grab the ammo pile. Okay, I'm really low health now. So I'm gonna have to try to play it cautious. For example, that guy. That's one thing about these old games. Oh no, he got me! Oh, first death. Died to a tentacle sewage monster. What happens? Can I use a life? Oh, that's good. I guess that number down there next to my health is my number of lives. In Jedi Knight and Jedi Outcast, you don't really have lives. You can just save your game wherever you are and load it. But yeah, that's one thing about these old games. You didn't have the regenerating health. Okay, pop out. Come on. Thank you. I don't like these guys. I don't like them at all. Some ammo. I think a remaster for this game would have been better served by, like, keeping the pixel look, keeping the old pixelated look, but just kind of improving upon it. like more polygons on the map designs. I have to be careful with my resources. Is there one of those things in here with me? I heard one of them. Is he up here or down here? Oh, freak. That doesn't see me? That's fine with me. Can I see him here? Yes. Where is it taking me? Oh boy, we're on a ride. And my batteries ran out. I can't see a freaking thing. Oh, this is interesting. Am I supposed to jump out of here somewhere? Is it taking me somewhere? Or is it just taking me to somewhere? Okay, I definitely should have been more conservative with my night vision batteries. I see that. There we go. No? Go back. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I cannot see a thing. Maybe I should up the gamma. Okay, maybe... Am I supposed to go in here? Yeah. Kyle Katarn brings an arsenal of weapons and his mean left hook. Is Katarn a lefty? He doesn't shoot with his left, he punches with his left. He's trying to save his gun hand. Maybe I can find some more batteries around here somewhere? Maybe if I keep coming... These probe droids are definitely respawning. Power cells. Power cells? Those are for the bigger gun. But I don't even have a gun that uses power cells. All I have is this thermal detonator. So they really fight enemies that drop ammo for a gun I don't have. That's less than ideal. Don't see any batteries anywhere. I feel almost like I should restart this level and try to be more conservative with my resources next time. Run. We're running. I see you there. Come on. Forget me. Hey, I know. Let's just thermal detonate that whole sludge field. Did it not go off? Ow, I bombed myself. Okay, apparently water makes the thermal detonator not work. It puts the fuse out. Okay, here we go. Still have no batteries for the night vision. Come on, LucasArts, give me something here. Something to work with. No way. More darkness? I'll use my gun to see. There we go. Energy cells, at least. I heard that. Someone's stomach's rumbling. have a map for this? This is the same figure 8 type place I was in before. Let's pull up the map. What a confusing mess. Where am I even trying to go? Which direction am I going? We're going down here. Should we try to take this turn here? I think this is the same turn I did last time, isn't it? I can go against the flow if I jump a lot. Oh, we're back out here. I guess that's good. Remind me what my objectives are. Let's see, we have weapons. Can we read about them? No. Goggles. Find the Imperial Weapons Engineer. Alright. Let's try the last gate. Alright, come on. I had just enough ammo to kill that guy. Please give me some batteries for my night vision, thank you. Nope. No mercy. Okay, tip for anyone playing this game. On this particular mission,